I intend to use the last of my strength. Please stand back. Are you okay? Are you... I don't think she's okay. Alright, we are back here with part 2 of the Solstice playthrough. We just made it to the Glen, but our exit route to the city is a little disrupted. So we've got to work something out to further our goals here, and I'm really excited to jump back into this story. If you guys haven't seen the prior parts of this playthrough, check the description of this video where you can get the link to part 1 of the Solstice playthrough. And yeah, let's just jump into it. Alright, so we jumped back in. No dreams this time. We used to be opening with dream sequences and stuff along those lines. First things first, it makes sense to go check the burial grounds, see if there's a way for us to proceed there. Huh. Well, since nothing's happening in the burial grounds yet, I guess we'll go check on our girl here. Do not worry. I'm fine. Okay. Well, I guess I won't worry then. This is back to the minecart. I don't know that that helps us, really. We could try to go back. I don't really see what the point of that would be. Well, I guess I can check the documents folder and see if there's anything we need to be cognizant of. Doesn't look like it. Huh. Maybe we need to be running the exe here. Okay, I've started up the program here. Maybe if I close this out and open it back up. Okay, so we got some dialogue. ... Oh, nothing. I don't understand. I really don't know that there's anything else for me to do here. The amber is the next clover piece. So maybe we need to use the amber. I think I soft locked myself. Okay, so I figured out a way to get it to reset back here, but I'll have to play through the beginning again, so I will see you guys shortly. Okay, I've finally gotten my way back all the way from the beginning of the Solstice run. All that I was supposed to do is walk to the edge here. Niko? Niko, what's wrong? You look like you were about to faint. It's not the first time it's happened. Oh? Earlier, I was in the Barrens and I saw something like this too. It was like a dream, but only for a split second. Sounds like a vision. Something like a prophet would see. I guess. The robot lady I was with earlier had a fancy word for it, though. Wait. Let me check something. Yep, there it is. Oh, I was right. Huh? When I had a vision back at the Barrens, the book started glowing too. I wanted to see if I could get it to happen again, and... Where did you get that? Oh, I had it with me when I woke up in this world. It looks like one of our friends' books. Except it's glowy. That's what the lady said, too. Daniel, let's see if we can do anything with the journal in this room. Now, we should be able to get a boat. And there it is. Whoa! How did that boat get there? Okay, I'm pretty sure it has to do with this journal now. The exact same thing happened back at the Barrens. Seriously? The journal was glowing, so I wanted to take a closer look at it. Then I found a page that looked like a drawing of the room we were in, and then a minecart showed up. What? What? That sounds freaky. No, it doesn't. Daniel must have done something. Still... Hey, we have a boat now. We can go to the burial grounds and visit Mom again. But... Come on, Calamus. Niko and Daniel are with us. Well, if Daniel made the boat appear, it should be safe. What do you think, Daniel? I think we should go. Especially considering I replayed from the beginning to get here. Here we go. Imagine you just never got to see these cutscenes. And now Now we get to see yet another place we've never been before in the original playthrough. Whoa. This is a lot of water. It's not going to let us go down, though. We made it. Come on, Alula. Let's go pay our respects. Okay. Alright. Well, we got graves. Oh, and they're not going to have names, huh? Just the stones, huh? Well, there's a lot of graves. This is her grave. Ah. It's been years, but it's still hard, you know? Huh. Alula, you want to help me look for some flowers for Mom later? Yes! Mom, you're not going to believe what happened today. We met the Messiah and... Oh, hi, Niko. Hi. I don't know whether to find that sweet or sad, or both. Probably both. And a character. It's you. My name is Niko. Ah. Nice to finally meet you. No, wait. It's a pleasure to be of acquaintance at last, Niko. My name is Cedric. Oh. I'm supposed to be looking for you, too. I am aware. Prototype had contacted me earlier saying that you would be on your way to the city. He did? He sent me a message after his memories were restored. Oh. He told me to wait in the city, but I thought it'd be faster for me to pick you guys up. Turns out that was a terrible idea. Pick us up? Wait, you can fly that plane? What is a plane? That thing behind you. Oh, you mean the flying machine? They're called planes in my world. Oh. I did not realize they existed in other worlds. Wait, are you the friend that Calamus and Alula were talking about, then? Is this the same flying machine they were talking about? I do not know anyone named Calamus or Alula. I think they're meant to be friends with my father, and previous iterations of your father. He was the original owner of the flying machine. It's one of his greatest inventions, actually. Your dad invented planes? Flying machines. It's cool either way. Thanks. But to answer your earlier question, I am proficient in operating the machine. But something weird happened to the engine when I was in the air earlier. I had to make an emergency landing on this tiny island before I crashed into the city wall. You almost crashed? That's terrible. It was not pleasant, I will admit. I wonder if the engine problem has to do with the square particle disruptions. I checked, but there isn't any of that square stuff in the machine itself. But I noticed some islands in the Glen are really messed up now. They are. Huh. I guess I should have listened to Proto in the first place. Say, where is he? He said he was coming with you. Is he still back at the main islands? Oh, actually, back at the Barrens, there was a cave-in, and then a bunch of squares. He and the robot lady. Neither of them made it out. No. He did give me this, though. This disc he pulled from his head. Oh. Oh, thank goodness. He gave you his main drive. As long as I have this, I should be able to bring him back. Really? It's gonna be hard, but yes. You need all three of us for the big door. But first things first, we need to find a way to go to the city. Right. The city gate is kind of kaput now. If this machine was working, we could just fly right in there. I've isolated the issue with the machine, but I can't repair it with the stuff I have on hand. Oh, what's wrong with it? The battery in the engine is dead, and the engine has some gears that need to be replaced. Do you think you'll be able to fix it if Daniel and I help you find those things? Maybe. The problem is, the Glen isn't exactly a very high-tech area. I'm not sure you'll be able to find anything so specialized here. Well, we'll try anyways. We can't really do anything else right now. Okay. I don't know where we're supposed to find that stuff. Hey, do you know where I could find a battery? Good question. We don't really use electricity in the Glen. Ah. Oh, but there are robots at the research station. If there's a battery anywhere, they'd know where it is. Gotcha, thanks. Do you know where I could find some gears? Gears? What's that? It's like a metal circle thing with teeth? A circle with teeth? Haha, that sounds so silly. Like something Magpie would have. Magpie? You know, the trader guy. He collects all kinds of funny stuff. I mean, he even keeps around broken glass and junk. Oh, yeah. I think I know who you're talking about. He's such a weirdo. Okay, well, we have our leads. Guess that means we need to go back. I might have to talk to the lady and see if she can hook us up with some connections over to that area. Does she have a name? The plant lady, the flower lady? I don't know. The protector of the Glen? That might be the most official name. Hello. I, have something to ask of you. Yes? It looks like most of the bridges around the Glen are broken, and... That's right. The bridges. You need to cross them on your pilgrimage. Would you like me to fix them? Yeah. Is it possible? Difficult. Bridges are in very specific locations over water. Need to find the right points. And vines must be very strong, too. An undertaking. But possible. I intend to use the last of my strength. Please stand back. Oh, wow. What happened? Are you okay? Are you... I don't think she's okay. No seed to get this time. At least not that I can see. Well, let's make use of this opportunity. Haha. We are able to go over now. Okay, so I should head over to the research place that I never went to in my last run. I don't exactly know how to get there, but the bridge to the forest was just restored. The village evacuees should be able to find better fishing spots here. The plant spirit is really looking out for us, isn't she? Yeah. Oh, you're the trader guy. Sure am. You here to trade? Because if you are, then I got bad news for you. A lot of my stuff is back in my cart, which was sadly abandoned when I was running for my life. So my collection is very limited right now. Managed to grab some of my favorite things before I left, though. Oh, do you have anything like gears? Gears? The metal spinny things? I don't think I have anything like that. Oh. Wait. I do have this box thing that you can wind up and play a song. That's a music box. Yeah. I bet there's a lot of little metal bits in there. Oh, that might work. But I'm not sure I want to trade it away. It's one of my favorite things. Oh, what am I saying? You're the savior. Things have been getting bad around here lately. If I don't help you, I might not even be around much longer. You need this to save the world, right? Take it. Thank you. Wow. Well, we need a battery. Oh, hello, Messiah. Would you like some stew? I made enough to feed a whole village. Literally. It's okay, thanks. Before, I was bummed that we couldn't accept the stew because I wanted to trade it, but now, given their predicament, I don't want the stew. They need that more than I need it. Oh, aha. I think I found it. That took forever, dude. I don't know why it's so hard to find this place. I missed it on my first playthrough, too. Alright, so we found the freaking robots. Let's go see... Is it in here? Oh, we need a battery. Hello, person. This is the main generator of the Glen. Hello. Would you happen to know where I can find a battery for a flying machine? It's kind of an emergency. I do not know what a flying machine is, but any sort of large machinery would require a high-capacity power cell. For example, the generator in this room utilizes such a device. Oh, right. I almost forgot. We had to fix the battery for this thing in the Barrens, didn't we, Daniel? If this is an emergency for living beings, you could use the battery from the generator. Oh, wait, but if we take the battery here, all of you guys would lose power, wouldn't you? Maybe Daniel and I should find another one. Negative. This is the only battery in the Glen powerful enough to be used as a standalone unit. If it is a dire situation, then do what you must. Oh. This world is really giving its all, huh? I guess we have no choice but to take this, Daniel. We gotta yoink this and go. It's kind of the only choice that we have, so... You know, Niko was worried about the residents not being real, but I can assure you that the residents' contributions to the plan are as real as they are themselves. There are several residents who have already given up their lives, their consciousnesses, their own personal affects, just to allow us to be able to save the world, and in each of their own ways, they're contributing towards saving the world themselves. Niko's the savior, but every single person that helps us along the way is equally important in the cause, so... Alright, let's give him these parts. We got a music box. We found a music box. It should have gears in it, right? I assume so, but... This looks like one of the ones that my father made. Your dad makes music boxes too? My dad makes a lot of things. Where'd you get this from, by the way? A trader from the village gave it to me. I see. I remember father saying that he used to trade with some of the people here. He did always love traveling this world, despite... Well, I'm sorry, I started rambling. The gears there are compatible with the engine, although it pains me to have to take it apart. Oh, I'm sorry. It's fine. We still need a battery to get this engine running. Please do what you must in order to find one. Here we go. We found a battery. Oh, nice. I honestly wasn't expecting it. It's from the generator on one of the islands. The research station? Yeah. It was powering all the robots there. I felt bad for taking it. We can always just give it back later. Alright. Looks like the flying machine has a chance of flying after all. I just have to assemble the pieces now, but it might take a while. Do you mind keeping me company? How's it going? Slow. The connectors in the battery were not designed for this type of engine, so I have to shift around some of these ports. And there's this bolt that keeps getting stuck, and... Don't worry, I'm making decent progress. We should be able to make it to the city by tonight. If you say so. What will happen once we get there? We need to bring Proto back first. And then we need to go find one more person. You may have already met her, actually. Do you remember her from the last time you were in this world? What does she look like? This is gonna sound strange, but she's a fox. Yeah, we did see a fox, but it ran away from us. Oh. I do remember talking to a fox at one point. You've met Rue. The memories are still really blurry, though. I see. Huh. It's just hard, you know? Proto told me to think of this world like a dream. But then I got so caught up with... And I just kinda... forget? I forget that everything here is supposed to be... not real. And then I remember. And then I just get really sad. I know this is for me to go home, but... knowing that none of it mattered in the first place? Am I just trapped here for no reason? Proto also told me not to ask anyone in the world about this, saying how they don't understand. But what about him? How did he know? How do you know? Aren't you guys all supposed to be code? Well, I'm not sure what to even believe anymore. I wish Rue was here. She's so much better at explaining this sort of thing. I'm doing a terrible job of it. I bet Proto was even less tactful, wasn't he? I'm afraid I must risk sounding callous, but... please, you need not concern yourself with how real everything is, for now. The plan is already in motion. We cannot allow for distractions. Father is putting everything into this one last run of the world. The last chance for him to fix everything. Your father is involved in the world machine? You could say that. The acceleration of square particle anomalies was not accounted for at all, though. The patch was only built to accommodate the normal rate they would appear, but they're accumulating at frightening speeds now. Even Proto lost his body. Thankfully, he gave you the disc just in time. So, what happened to him anyway? What happens to anyone who gets caught in the squares? I only know it's bad. Well, you know how the simulation works, right? How everything is code? Specifically, everything is generated from pre-existing code. The squares can cause damage to that code, most of the time, irreversible damage. Father has lost some friends in the previous iterations of the simulation. It took him forever to develop the current, much more stable version. You're making it sound like your dad built the simulation himself. Wait, did he? Yeah. But how? If everyone in this world is code, how can he build himself? That's, not really what happened. So what happened? Like I said, you shouldn't concern yourself with... Alright. Did Prototype ever tell you about the old world? He did say something about being built to greet the Messiah of the old world. I was, too caught up with the other stuff at the time to think about it. Ah, if you know of it, at least, then, alright, here we go. My father, myself, the other two, none of us are part of the simulation itself. Our home world, the real world, was actually destroyed a long time ago. In the years leading up to the calamity, scientists from all over the world tried to stop it, but the outlook was bleak. A vague prophecy about a messiah from another world became everyone's last bastion of hope. Prophetbot, or Prototype, was built to predict the future, about the specifics of this messiah. But, as his predictions turned out, the messiah would not have been able to arrive to our world in time. In fact, the messiah would not have even been born before our world ended. Disheartened, most people abandoned their research and resolved to peacefully live out their final years. But somehow people did the opposite. Even though saving the world was impossible, they didn't want our existence to be in vain. And that's where my father came in. With the last of his resources, he built his most ambitious project yet. The World Machine. A large, detailed facsimile of the old world, generated from a pool of memories collected from everyone he knew. After a heavy amount of modification and an added narrative, my father was able to convert the entire structure into code. How did that code escape the old world? I have no idea. What I do know is there's no equipment back home that was powerful enough to run the code independently. So, aside from the standard hardware, it also needed to borrow the mental processing abilities of a living person. Father used himself for that, during the initial testing phases. Like I said, it took many iterations for him to make the experience stable enough. But as you can see, even that's breaking down. Ah. Father caught on to the issue at the last minute, but did not have enough time to fix it. After the world ended, the code just kind of ended up floating in the void, indefinitely, waiting for a willing operator to install it onto their own hardware. Daniel? Yeah. The operator, Daniel, would then generate the universe using the code, becoming God in the process. So, Daniel was the living person you needed to borrow? No, that would be you. But why me? I should have asked that question a long time ago, shouldn't I? I do not know. We really need to get going. It's fixed. We can leave in the next 5 minutes if you're ready. Alright. I understand if you're upset, but please, try to understand. My father is doing this to help all of us, and that includes you, Niko. The fact you can't even go back home? I'm sure it upsets him greatly. The world means a lot to him, you know? So, how does flying work? Wait, don't these machines already exist in your world? You should already know what to expect. Not really. I've only heard about them. They're usually a lot bigger than this one, anyway. Ah. Well, a word of precaution before we take you to the air. Please, try not to panic. It takes a few minutes of getting used to, but it's not that bad once you're in the air. I'll try. Oh, I should probably tell Calamus and Alula where I'm going. You mean those two? Running over here right now? Niko! Bad news! The boat is gone! What? It's the squares! It looks like they're headed in this direction. That's fast. Calamus, right? Yeah? How bad is it? Doesn't seem to be of immediate danger. Then it is of priority that I take you to the city first, Niko. But what about them? I can make a detour later and drop you guys off in the city too, if you want. The city is better equipped to handle the squares. You'll be safer there. They're taking us to the city! If you wish. Oh, yeah! Alright. I'll be back here in an hour, so please wait for me until then. You guys are sure you'll be fine here? Mm-hmm. The squares are still moving pretty slowly for now. Alright then. Guess we'll run into each other again soon. I'm ready to go. Alright. Look at Niko's face. Oh my gosh. I love the way the silhouette just sits against the background like that. Phew. Made it. You okay there? That was the coolest thing I've ever done in my entire life. Reactions from first-timers are always delightful to watch. Hey, Daniel. That was really fun. Did you have fun too? I mean, you weren't on the plane with me, but you gotta watch it at least, right? And Cedric. Yeah? Thanks. What for? Flying. Oh, you're welcome? And for answering my questions back there, too. And for telling me about the world machine. I'm just really sorry about what happened to your old world, though. So, I'll help you the best that I can. And even if it's all just a machine, this world is still nice. I mean, I got to fly, I got to see the ocean, and I got to meet a lot of nice people. People like you. And Prototype, even if he's broken right now. I'm glad you're taking it so well, Niko. And I'm glad that we met as well. Despite the circumstances. Speaking of Proto, I should probably head off now. I need to go pick up the siblings, too. That's true. Those two have been waiting a while now. In the meantime, do you remember what to do to get to the surface? I remember having to fix an elevator button. Alright, you should attend to that then. Let's meet up here in an hour, okay? Got it. Alright, now let me just... I had a feeling that was gonna happen. No. They're trapped on the island. Calamus, Alula, we don't have much time left. Niko, change of plans. Please, give me the memory disk. Alright. Listen carefully. It's likely I'll be targeted again, so we should split to keep you safe. I want you to find a door under our large clock. The room behind it houses a pair of ground access elevators. Once you get to the ground, immediately find Rue and bring her back to the room. She will know what to do in the meantime. Alright, what about you though? I'm going to bring Prototype back. What? Are you okay? What? Are you okay? Don't worry, I'm fine. Don't scare me like that. Hey, Daniel? Let's do our best. Come on! Come on! Work already! Huh? Oh, right. The elevator guy. Come on. Come on. Now of all times. Excuse me. Whoa. You. Ah, geez, I didn't think I was gonna run into... The elevator's missing a button, right? How did you know? Daniel and I will help you fix it. Seriously? Oh, thank goodness. The evacuees are counting on this. On me. But I've been here for hours and can't figure out a thing. Evacuees? You know, from the West apartments, the square stuff wrecked the place yesterday. Oh. Right now, everyone's crowded in the cafe. We really want to get everyone to the surface as soon as possible, though. The library on the surface doubles as a shelter for situations like this. I see. Wait, didn't we find the magnets and stuff in the apartments, Daniel? The what? Looks like we'll have to find some other way to fix the button, Daniel. Whoa. Holy fudge! Looks like Daniel and I will need to find another way down altogether. But this is the only elevator in the area. Well, think of something. I'm a little tired from walking. Is it alright if I take a nap? Yes. Alright, so that was the end of the second part of the Solstice playthrough. I'm excited to see where this is going. We're very close to Inner City. It feels like we're closing in on in-game once again, and this time we get to see what's actually going on underneath the curtain. So I'm excited to see what this ending holds for us. If the audio got a little bit wonky at the end there and was some abrupt cuts, it's because I had to go back and dub over everything that the mic dropped because the mic just decided to stop working about 3/4 the way through, so the last fourth of the audio is overdubbed. I tried to line it up as much as possible, but it's not always perfect. It took me an extra couple hours that I honestly don't really have just to do that, so I just wanted you guys to have the best experience, and I don't have much else to say. So without further ado, this is Redface Menace, signing off.